Hey everyone, all you powerful beings. Ryan Willoughby here. Welcome to Quantum Shift, my YouTube channel. So glad to have you here. As if your first time finding me and watching one of my videos, welcome. If you like it and it resonates with you, please subscribe and like the video. And if you feel called, please do share it out as well. It helps me with the channel and getting this up and running. So it's a new channel for me and I'm excited to really get this venue going. So with that, I am a spiritual guide and my intention is to hold space and to really support and assist anyone who is looking to expand and elevate their consciousness and move into a new state of being, creating their new earth, their heaven on earth, their fifth dimension, raising in consciousness, Christ consciousness, that of what is in the purest intent of their heart and of their highest state of being, their soul life plan, if you will. And what I am here to do today is to talk with you all about free will and where we find ourselves at this time of the transition of moving from a third dimension reality into a fifth dimension reality. And one of the things that's been coming through for me from my spirit guides is it's just not, we don't move from the third dimension into the fifth dimension. The third dimension is over. And it is a transitionary process. There is a time in the expansion of our consciousness and our energy and our frequency rising to the point of where we move and create the state of being of a fifth dimension here on Earth. It will coexist at the same time that the third dimension is happening as well. Everything is dimensional, which is based upon your frequency, which is energy. So where does this bring us to with free will and where we find ourselves and why I'm being guided to bring this video out today to you all who find this at this time. Today is May 28th. It's a Friday of 2021. And we just came out of a lunar eclipse. It was a flower full blood moon lunar eclipse, a very major celestial event and one of the first major eclipses of the season for 2021. We're going to have a solar eclipse coming in on June 12th, I believe, around that time. And what this is presenting is a huge opportunity to assist us in change, elevation, letting go of any resonance that is not serving us at this time, to let a lower level of resonance, of frequency, to fade and move out of your physical experience, out of your system, out of your body, out of your mind. This is about transcending your thinking mind. This is coming into a place of working and acting with your spiritual mind, your intuition, that of what is knowing. This is stepping into that of what you have always been, what you have always known, what you have forgotten. There have been glimpses been shown to you along your path and your journey through life for you to remember who and what you are. When you've had those experiences of deja vu, when you've had magical moments of intuition, when you've thought of a friend and then a couple hours later they phone you, when you have a magical experience of a sign through an omen, like an animal or a spirit guide or the experience of you tapping into nature and feeling the magic. All of these moments in time that you've had throughout your life have been these small reminders of who you are and the powerful being that you are more than just this physical experience and the thinking critical mind. The thinking critical mind is not bad, it is not wrong. It has served us, it can still serve us. It can be very fun to work with and to use in the physical world. It is set up in the physical way, or physical reality is set up for a thinking critical mind. But it is limited in its capacity, as the physical world is. And we are the creators of this physical experience that we are experiencing. We have set this up for our ability to move through it, to experience ourselves, through other creators. You, being the viewer of this video, is experiencing my creation that I am creating. I get to experience other people as I walk through reality and go into stores, and other creators created that experience for me to move through and to shop and to purchase. These are all abilities for ourselves to experience ourselves as consciousness. And through that experience, it is creating the opportunity for the evolution of ourselves, of consciousness. Consciousness is not the same as what it was yesterday or just a moment ago when I started this video. For it is always evolving and learning more about itself and becoming more into itself of what the truth of what it is. See, it already knows in its purest state all of what it is. It is nothing and everything. It is what is always has been and what is. It is what will be as well. And we're always creating and evolving into that of what will be. And that will never, ever end. For consciousness is all that there is. That is the state of being. That is the power of the presence of now that we speak about. When you can just stop for a moment right now with me as you're watching this video and take a deep inhale breath in. And release. All you have is this moment. That is the most powerful state of being. And you have the ability to step into this point, to be that point in a timeline of just being. We start to understand that you are the new reality now. You are the fifth dimension that is here now. We are expanding as consciousness to the point that we have self-awareness as the creators that we are in physical form. And we are being supported with that through astrological events to express that energy and frequency and access points in a physical way, because we are internally, inwardly accessing it and being it. So it is supporting us in an exterior way for us to be able to use the energies of these astrological portals, doorways, access points, to step in and to be into the present moment. And what does free will have to do with all this? Is that you come here and focus all of your consciousness to incarnate into this physical being, to be a sovereign being of consciousness, separate from yourself, so that you could play and expand and experience and to create your own reality. And some, through their own free will, want to continue to feel and experience the emotions of being in a third dimensional reality that has rules of the paradigm of its dimension that exist in lack and limitation and fear. And it may be encoded into their... No, I'm going to take that back. We knew as a spirit and as a soul incarnating into this physical experience that through that free will, that it may choose to stay in the place of lack. It may choose to make choices that would continue to operate in the third dimension, that of what is fear and limitation. And there's no right or wrong or good or bad about that, for it is always serving the greater good through the experience that is created and the emotions and feelings that come from that continue for the evolution of consciousness. For there's so much information and knowledge and wisdom gained from the experiences of the third dimension. Now, with this free will, there is what we call the soul divine plan, the soul blueprint. And that is of what we would consider to be the experience of expansion, of ease, of harmony, of joy. And that's not right or wrong or good or bad, but it is a state of being. And with it, it has experiences that are of what we would call higher levels of frequency and consciousness and higher levels of emotions. And we can tap into that soul blueprint, that soul divine life plan, and receive. And that is where we are working with our spirit selves, our higher selves, our spirit guides, our angelic team. That we weren't meant to do this alone. The experience wasn't meant to be done alone with the critical thinking mind and the physical body. That this experience to move through the physical realm was meant to be done with your spiritual team, that which is all that you are, which is your multi-dimensional being. This is what we mean by when we say you are a multi-dimensional being. You're not just existing here in the third dimension. You are existing in all dimensions, all right now, all at the same time. You are already in the fifth dimension, experiencing a joyous, harmonious, beautiful existence and experience. And you have the ability to allow that timeline to be your existence in reality right now. And the assistance that we have in that is with the celestial event that is occurring, with the eclipse and the portals opening for you to be able to walk through and to come into a new resonance, a higher state of frequency, a higher state of consciousness, Christ consciousness, which puts you into a timeline of the creation, the reality that already exists, that you are moving through as a multidimensional being. This multidimensional being you have access to. This is your spiritual realm. This is your angelic realm. This is your higher self. This is your ability to tap into and to receive higher levels of consciousness, information, wisdom, guiding you, and how to move through your day, to take action by inspiration rather than feeling like you have to take work and to do something in order to get something, third dimensional thinking. Inspired action, because I'm working through my spiritual being, my spiritual team, my multidimensional being that inspires me to take action, to move, and to allow the frames, points, and times of now, future now moments that are already existing in an existing timeline to move to me that are of a frequency match of my new state of being. This is the portal. This is the opportunity that we have that's being created for us. We created ourselves as the creator within our own creations. But this is the opportunity through our free will to let go of the critical thinking mind, to let the body go, to release any of the subconscious belief systems that are no longer serving you, to let go of the limiting beliefs, to let go of your assumptions, to let go of interpretations that are of limited capacity, to come from the highest perception, the grandest perspective of all, of your highest self as a multidimensional being. To surrender the control of the thinking mind and the physical body that it thinks it knows how to move through the physical realm. It is limited. That is third dimensional. And this is your free will to give up control, to surrender to your highest self, to your spirit team, to your angels, and to walk amongst your spirit and angels in nature and love in the fifth dimension. Take a moment. Take 3 deep breaths. And then I would like you to ask yourself, let's reframe that. I would like for you to ask your soul what it would like for you to know in this moment. And then just wait and see what comes to you. And write it down. Take time to do this exercise sometime in the near future. Do the 3 deep breaths, center yourself. Ask, soul, what would you like for me to know right now in this moment? And then get out a pen and paper and write. This will be you connecting to your higher self. This will be you connecting to your spiritual team. This will be you connecting to your angels and guides. This will be you connecting to your soul that holds your divine life plan, that of what is of your highest potential, that creates harmony and joy and expansion and love and ease and peace. And if you practice that, you will now come into a new state of being. And the more you practice coming into connection with that of who you are at your truest, highest frequency state of being, the more easy it will be for you to be guided through your intuition and through your higher spirit to take inspired action instead of work. So, know that you are so much more powerful than you realize. that you are the unlimited potential that creates everything, that gives meaning to everything. And that this is your opportunity to step into that knowledge, that wisdom, and that state of being. And you have the free will to take that inspired action. So, I love you guys all so very much. Again, thank you for stopping by on my channel. Please like and subscribe. I will drop in the future and give you more inspired thoughts. Do know that I am holding space for your expansion, for your raise in consciousness, for your rising in consciousness, for your rising in frequency and energy and joy and love and peace and harmony. And with that, take care, and I will see you all again soon. Love you all. Bye.